r/ask Reddit. What do you find attractive today that you didn't 10 years ago? The phrase "we have nothing planned for the weekend." When I said I had nothing planned, I meant that I planned to do nothing. Men. I was so sure I'm lesbian. Turns out I just never liked teenage cokey boys. Same, though I still find the female form to be much more pleasant to look at. I think we can all agree on that. Interest being shown, not having to chase someone and play games. It's insane meeting women around my age that still act like they're in high school. I'm not going to waste time trying to figure out the level of interest you have in me and any potential relationship between us. I've become a very upfront, lay out the details kind of guy when I've grown to like someone now. I'm in my early 30s BTW. Right before I met my current boyfriend, I decided that I stopped caring if guys thought I was clingy or crazy or psycho for telling them like it is. It was super refreshing to be able to weed out the douchebags that much more quickly if they reacted negatively to me just communicating like an adult. Women over the age of 30. When I was 23 or so, I worked with an older guy that was just doing the job until he got called back to his engineering job. He imparted a lot of wisdom, and after hearing him say how sexy a 65-plus-year-old customer was, I told him I didn't see it. His words were, "When you are 62 like me, women that are in their 60s, 50s, 40s and 30s are all attractive. But not women in their 20s. They are babies. You may not even find women in their 30s attractive now, but in a few years it will change. Then your pool of women opens up." He was right. I'm 34 and I'm finding women in their mid-40s attractive. I'm 16, so probably. Girls, don't fall for the lies. They still have cuties. Shudders. Intelligence. 10 years ago the hot chick was hot. Now the chick who has her life together, a solid grasp of personal finance, and a plan for the future is hot. I mean, yes, looks still matter, but if you're well informed and passionate about an issue, I find it attractive. Short skirt, long jacket, smooth liquidation, good dividends, white Chrysler LeBaron. Over the years I have switched from a boobs guy to a boobs and ass guy. Same here, it's double the fun. Whenever I would watch Friends 10 years ago, I never understood how all the girls found Richard so attractive. Now when I watch Friends, I'm like, damn, Richard is fine. 10 years ago, damn, poor Ross has it so hard. Now, damn, Ross sucks. Taking things seriously. When I was younger I had a real thing for the lazy, funny, almost apathetic guys. My parents were super uptight and fought with me all the time about inconsequential things. I just wanted someone who was fundamentally chilled about everything. That's cool in your teens, but as an adult it tended to mean irresponsible people who didn't bother to find jobs that excited them or find any interests. They also never had anything they felt or spoke passionately about. My current boyfriend is definitely not chilled, but he is passionate about his interests and he has strong emotional reactions to everything, and whilst he doesn't find his job that fulfilling, he believes in working hard for it, which is incredibly attractive to me. Probably glasses. It's not that I found them unattractive 10 years ago. I just was pretty indifferent. Now I constantly annoy my wife to wear her glasses more. Her vision is still really good. She only needs them for stuff like lecture halls and movie theaters, so she doesn't need to wear them much. I think it has to do with the design. 10 years ago small rectangular framed glass was the trend, and it really doesn't look good for me even back then. After that, the big oval frame and thick rectangular frame glasses became fashionable and I like it. Going to bed before midnight on the weekend. Forearms. I never understood the fascination, but my fiance has super sexy forearms. I get it now. He can't roll his sleeves up without me magically appearing and drooling. My wife says the same and I just reply, years of cranking it and video games. Babe, cranking it and video games. Men in their 40s, especially the beginnings of salt and pepper hair. My wife. I only met her 8 years ago. I also choose this guy's wife. Consenting adults, holding hands. Get out of here with that filth. Other women. Go on. A full-time job. Good credit. God, so damn sexy. Personal finance skills are more important. You can have good credit easily by staying on top of your bills but still be absolutely completely broke. I know many people who spend every dollar they earn, don't save at all, and don't think about the future long term. I can only imagine how I would be the one to make everything happen, like making big moves by buying a house, meaning I would be the one providing the down payments, covering the majority of costs, etc. Because this person has become so obsessed with a consumer heavy lifestyle they would find it impossible to commit resources towards anything else. Bits. I'd add well kept to that, but totally agree. Fiscal responsibility. Holy shit. Fiscal responsibility is sexy. Ambition. I assumed as a dumb 18-year-old that everyone had drive and ambition. Turns out, that was false. Sober weekends. 10 years ago I was in my early 20s, would have never went a whole weekend without partying. Now the idea of partying all weekend sounds horrible. I'm still down for the occasional night out, but getting brown out drunk every single Friday and Saturday is about as appealing as rubbing my nuts on a cheese grater. Pretty much everyone's faces. I ride a local train to work every day, and you see a great mixture of young, old, wealthy, homeless and all races and sizes. My parents were pretty narrow-minded growing up in Orange County, California, so I try to challenge that insular thinking by looking at all the different faces and trying to find the beauty in them. There is usually something there that is unique and interesting, and I enjoy cultivating that feeling of empathy. 35-year-olds. 10 years ago they were 12 years older than me and looked like parents. Now they're like almost the same age as me, and some of them are downright sexy. Girls who wear glasses. Someone who can deal with insurance paperwork. I see her filling out those checkboxes and I'm like, ooh mama, limit that deductible. Hope you got accidental fire coverage cause you're smoking. A fat ass. Wide childbearing hips. Not being an overt feminist, hear me out. I used to really like men who were very vocal about their feminism because it made me feel that by saying it, they were already more respectful, empowering, and open-minded. Turns out asking women to come home with you to look at your Women's March poster is more likely to be a sign of someone who thinks feminism is a good token to exchange for sexual favors. My last boyfriend never spoke about feminism until I asked him about it point blank. He responded that he had hoped his actions and how he supported the women around him would have answered my question already. I never questioned it again. Not entirely sure how to word this specifically, but 10 years ago, I would chase women. Today, if you don't find me attractive, chances are my attraction towards you depletes to zero and beyond. Chubby people. After dating a chubby girl I was literally converted. No other way to explain it. That body type is just so nice to hug. Late to the party but I haven't seen anyone say this so. Emotional intelligence. Are you aware of why you feel the way you feel and how to use that energy in a healthy way? If yes, then goddamn, I want to spend all my time with you. Intelligence. A woman that is smarter than me is literally my dream. I want her to show me the world, and I realized that some guys are hot. I kinda follow the rule of, if you're hot, you're hot. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.